Okay, now we will okay, now we will do some parts, right, based on the, you already know that this non-singular matrices, right, you have one theorem, right, uh, for this, you know that first some explanation for this part. This exercise is very important, right? To do this exercise you have some theory parts, right? Find two non-singular matrices, okay, two non-singular matrices P and Q such that, right, P and Q such that P A Q equal n means a normal form, right, where your matrix is given one, this one, 1 1 1 1 minus 1 minus 1 3 1 1, right? To do this question, then you can easily understand. If you give any question, right, you give any question, they can change the size of this matrix, but we change the size of this matrix, then you can easily find the P matrix and Q matrix based on this idea, basic idea. Okay, now we will do this problem, right? Here find the two non-singular matrices P and Q such that PAQ equal to normal form. Okay, it is an elementary matrices parts. Okay, you can put like this first, right? Here, right here you put this matrix 1 1 1 1 minus 1 minus 1 3 1 1. Here, suppose here number of rows equal to 3, no? Therefore, you put here 3 cross 3 identity matrix first. Okay, 3 cross 3 identity matrix first. Right. Here, you put 3 cross 3 identity matrix because here number of rows equal to 3. Therefore, you can put a square of my square matrix as size 3 cross 3 identity matrix. Suppose here number of column is 3, you can put here also I3, right? Here also I3, but first we do the row operation. Therefore, I put this I3, this matrix as a I3 because first time we do the row operation, then we can do the column operation. Okay. Here you put number of columns equal to 3, therefore I3. Suppose here number of column is 4, then you put here I4. Understand? Right? Number of column is 4, you put I4. For example, right? Suppose they give this matrix. Okay. Suppose they give like this matrix 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4. It is one of the matrix. Okay. It is one of the matrix. Suppose here for this PQ, you want to find the PQ matrices, you put first here A. This is your A, no? You put here A. Here you put here number of rows equal 3. Therefore you put here I3. Okay, I3. Here number of columns, here 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore you put here I4. Here I3, here I4. Then first do the row operation, then column operation, then you can get the normal form. Okay, that's your idea. Therefore, first time for this part, you put number of rows square matrices. Suppose here number of rows 3, therefore I3 square matrices. Suppose here number of columns is 4, therefore you put here I4 because here number of columns are 4, therefore you put here identity matrix I4. Okay, right. Now you understand, right? How can you put this matrix and this matrix? Okay, first time we do the row operation, then we can move to the column operation, then you can find the normal form. Okay, that's our idea first. Okay, now you know, first do the row operation. Okay, first do the row operation. you know, some previous videos, right? You already learn, right, that normal form. No, normal form mean like this. I already explained. Normal form means, and it's a normal form. Normal form mean like this: IR 0 0 0. It is the normal form. Therefore, you want to create this 3 cross 3 matrix. Then you will do some row operation. Then you want to create IR 0 0 0. That is your normal form. Okay. Now you can do some row operation. Then you can get the normal form. Okay. Now you will start. Okay. First row operation. Here you can R2 replaced by R2 plus minus 1 times R1. Similarly, R3 replaced by R3 plus minus 3 times R1. Suppose you do this two operation, then you get here 0 values, here also 0 values. Then you get here 1, 1, 1, 0, minus 2, minus 2, 0, minus 2, minus 2. Okay. Now you do the row operation. Here R2, row R2 multiply by minus 1 and add to R2. Therefore minus 1, minus 1, 0, minus 3. Here R3 replaced by R3 plus minus 3 times R1. Therefore minus 3 plus 3, 0, minus 3, 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, minus 2. Here minus 1, minus 1, plus 1, 0, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. Suppose do some row operation here, then you want to do the row operation here also. Okay. Here you don't need to do the row operation. Here only do the column operation. Okay. You can skip this one. Remaining I3. Remaining I3. Okay. Now you want to do the row operation here also for this matrix. This two operation, right? This two operation here also you want to do it. Then what you get? 0. Sorry, 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, minus 3, 0, 1. Now do another row operation. Now do another row operation. Okay. Now do another row operation. R2 replaced by R2. Sorry, R3 replaced by R3 minus R2. Then you get this form. Yeah, I3 1, 1, 1, 0, minus 2, minus 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Suppose you do the row operation here, R3 replaced by R3 minus R2 means you want to do here also. Suppose you multiply here minus plus 1 minus 3 equal to minus 2. No? Second row does not change, only third row minus 1, 1, 0. Here change minus 1, minus 1 become plus, plus minus 3, minus 2. No? It's okay. Minus 2. Here minus 1. Here 0, 1. Now you can divide this R2 column, R2 row by minus half. Okay, by minus half. Minus half. Then you get here, do the row operation, R2 minus half R2. Okay, R2 replaced by minus half R2. Then you get here 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Is it okay? Yeah, because suppose you do the row operation here also you want to do the row operation, say about minus half, plus half, minus half, 0. Here remaining not change. Here half minus half 0, here does not change, minus 2 minus 1 1, is it okay? Minus 2 minus 1 1, here remaining, here does not change because you only do the row column operation. Now, right, now, and what else, you can move, you can do the row operation, r1 replaced by here 1 1 1 1, therefore r1 replaced by r1 minus r2, is it okay? Then you get, right, then you get, right, then you get here 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0, it is your normal form, no? But it is yeah, it is not the normal form because here 1 is not a normal form, but here 0, okay? Because r1 replaced by r1 minus r2, here what we get, 1 minus half, no? 1 minus half means half, 0 minus half means plus half, here 0, here remaining half, minus half 0, minus 2 minus 1 1, okay, right. Now here I3, up to now we do the row operation, but here we can't do the here we can do the row operation, but that is not a good way to find the normal form, because here only this, there's here both elements are 0, here this row element 0, here 0, here also 0, here also 0, therefore if you do the row operation, then you can get again here values. Therefore a better way to do the column operation, okay, column operation. I think it is your row echelon form matrix, no? Reduced row echelon form matrix, because here 1 other entities are 0, here leaving entity 1, the other entities are 0. Right now, if we do the row operation, it is not good for him, because here if you do the row operation, you can get again values here. Therefore, the better way, because you want to find the normal form, right? Normal form, you know that normal form means here. Now you think about the normal form here. Here you can get the normal form I2 0 0 0, right? I2 0 0, because here you get here 1, then you won't get here 0, because I3 is in your normal form, but here all are 0, no? Therefore this is your normal form. Here for this part I2, here 0, therefore you want to get here 0, because you want to get the normal form, no? Therefore you want to get here 0. If you want to get here 0, what we do, you can't do the row operation, right? You want to only do the column operation. You understand? You can't do the row operation. When you do the row operation, you can't get here 0 values. You can't get here 0 values. Therefore, you want to do the only column operation. Okay? For the column C2 and C3, you want to do the column operation. Now, after that, you do the column operation. Therefore, it is your P. Therefore, it is your P matrix. Therefore, it is your P matrix. Is it okay? Is it your P matrix? Now, after doing the column operation, you can find the Q matrix. Here, you do the column operation, C3 replaced by, C3 means this column, replaced by C3 plus minus 1 times C2. Therefore, C3 replaced by minus 1 times C2 means here you can get the 0 values. Okay. Now, after that you can get the normal form, then you can get the Q matrix also, right? Now right now we do this column operation, right? Here remaining unchanged, because we already found this matrix P, no? Then you can write this half 0, half minus half 0, minus 2 minus 1 1. This is your P, no? Matrix P. Okay. Now do the column operation. Do the column operation. Now you can put here I3 0 0 0 0 0 1, because hereafter you do the column operation here, no? Therefore you can put the matrix now. Here you get 1 0 0 0 1 0 0, 0, 0. It is your normal form because it is I2, here 0, here 0, here 0. Therefore, it is your normal form. Okay. Now, you get, if you do this row operation, you can, sorry, column operation, you get here 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. But here, we do the column operation, right? Here, suppose you multiply by minus 1 at here, therefore minus 1, here 1. It is your, now you found the normal form, it is okay. It is your normal form because here it is I2, here this both are 0, here this both are 0. It is a normal form, no? Therefore, it is I2, right? This I2, this I2, therefore it is your Q matrix, right? Now you found the P matrix and Q matrix. You want to check whether this condition satisfy or not. Okay. For that part, you want, what's the thing you want to show that? Check, right? What's the thing you want to show that? You want to show that P A Q equal N. N means you are now you N, you know the form of N now. I2 0 0 0. IR normal form general. Here R is 2. Therefore, you want to get I2 0 0 0. Okay. I2 0 0 0. Here you want to get I2 0 0 0. This N of the form I2 0 0 0. Okay. I2 0 0 0. It is the normal form. Therefore, now you the P values and Q values, you want to take the product and you want to show that PAQ product value is equal to N, the normal matrix. Okay, that part we want to do next. To understand this question, then you can do any question, right? Like they asked to find the non-singular matrices P and Q, right? Such that PAQ equal to normal form, right? Okay. Now, you know the P values, you can multiply by P means half, half, 0, half, minus half, 0, minus 2, minus 1, 1. This is your A. It is your A values. You already know the A values. Your matrix 1, 1, 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, minus 1, 0, 0, 1. If you multiply this one, right? You can multiply by pair. You can multiply first this one and this one, and you can multiply here. Suppose you multiply this one and this one, you get 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then you can multiply here. Suppose you multiply here, then you get 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It is your normal form of the form I2, 0, 0, 0. Therefore, our answer is correct because you find these two things P and Q matrices. Suppose you put this equation, you can check the answer. Suppose you get here N, our answer is okay. Suppose you didn't get N, that means your P values and Q values wrong maybe. Okay. Therefore, it is a question to find the non-singular matrices of the form PAQ equal to N, right? Therefore, you can easily do that for any size of matrices, right? For any size of matrices to find the normal form and P and Q values. Okay. Okay, now next we will do some problems, right? You already you know the linear transformation. In the linear transformation, suppose D is a linear one, then you can know, you know that, right? You know that T is invertible, right? T is a linear transformation mapping. Then you know that T is invertible. Then you can find the T inverse, no? Right? You want to find the T inverse. First of all, you understand, right? How can you find the representation matrix? Okay, for a given linear transformation mapping, you can find the representation matrix. From the representation matrix, you can find the inverse matrix, and you can find the inverse matrix. That is inverse linear transformation. You know that the T inverse, right? T for a representation matrix, you can find the inverse matrix. Okay, that is one of the question, right? That question now I will do, right? You can do any question like this, the invertible questions, right? um, given one of the linear transformation question, they can ask so many questions, right? First you want to show that linear transformation, then you want to find the representation matrix. From the representation matrix, you can so you want to show that the T is invertible, then you can find the T inverse. Okay, there are 4 parts they may be asked for the for that part, right? That question. Okay, here now I only do the find the I want to show that T is invertible and also T inverse, because you already know that, right? How can you show the linear transformation? Very easy part, no? How can you show the linear transformation? Here we do some matrix work, right? Linear transformation part is a theoretical part. You know that, and you have the definition, and you can easily verify that that's that matrix is that equation is sorry, that function is a linear transformation or not, right? Now we do some matrix works here to find the T inverse. That means suppose T is a linear transformation, T of beta is a representation matrix. Suppose to find the representation matrix, then you can get the T inverse. That means representation matrix inverse, right? T inverse, then you can easily find it, right? From this example, you can do more question, right? Like that. This exercise number 2, right? Right. Exercise number 2, right? The following linear transformation T following linear transformation T determine whether T is invertible, determine whether T is invertible, right? T is invertible. You want to check whether T is invertible and compute and compute T inverse if exit, and compute T inverse if it is exit. If it exit. This question you can do is to do it, right? This question you can do it. You do one question here. There are some questions there, but you can do the one question here. T P2 real number, P2 real number defined by defined by t of x equal f double dash of x to f dash of x minus fx. Okay, minus fx. For this question, you want to uh, you want to prove that t is invertible, right? T is invertible, and also find the t inverse if they exist. Okay. Okay. Now, do you know the representation matrix? How can I get the representation matrix for this part? First, you get these values. No, t of 1, because here p2x, no, sorry, p2 real number, no, p2 means polynomial, right? P2 real number means polynomial. Okay. Now you can do this part, right? Now, now you want to find the t1, right? T1 means here, because you want to find the representation matrix, no, you want to find the representation matrix, right? You want to find the representation matrix means, suppose t1 means here your f of x value is 1, therefore f double dash 0, no, f double dash 0, f dash also 0, and here fx means here minus, they are already minus 1. Now you take the order basis for this, both are same, right? You know, order basis means here you take the order basis for this part 1 x s squared, because p2 real number polynomial, no, it is your order basis beta. Here also your order basis beta, here also your order basis beta. Okay. Now you want to write this minus 1, right? Write minus 1 in terms of 1 vectors x squared. Therefore you can write minus 1 times 1, what else, 1 times x, 1 times s squared. Okay, 1 times s squared. Similarly, for next part 1, okay. Now x means here double dash means second derivative should be 0, first derivative 1, but here 2 into 1 minus f of x already x, therefore you get 2 minus x. 2 minus x you can write 2 into 1 minus 1 times x, 0 into s squared. Okay, 0 into s squared. Is it okay? 0 into s squared. Yeah, 0 plus 2 into 1 minus x. Okay, this one equal to 2 minus x. Okay, this one equal to 2 minus x. Next part 2 into 1 minus 1 into x, 0 into s squared. Okay, 0 into s squared. 0 into s squared. Now t of s squared, then you get, suppose take the second derivative for s squared, becomes 2, no, 2 2 times s squared means 2x minus s squared. You simplify first this one, right? 2 plus 4x minus s squared. then you can write this part as a 2 into 1, 4 into x plus minus 1 into s squared. From these three things, you can you can get the representation matrix. This means T of beta, your representation matrix. You already studied this linear transformation. This representation matrix becomes, you can put this element, this element in column wise, minus 1 1 1, minus 1 1 1. Next 2 minus 1 0, you put like column wise, 2 2 minus 1 0, 2 minus 1 0, 2 4 minus 1, 2 4 minus 1, 2 4 minus 1. It is your, right, it is your representation matrix. Okay, it is your representation matrix, right? Now you find, you can put the representation matrix A, right? A. Now you want to show that, right, T is an invertible, right? Now you want to show that this A is an invertible. Okay, therefore you want to show that this T is an invertible, right? Here they asked to prove, no, T is invertible. This T invertible means that the order this representation matrix T beta, right? Or representation matrix T beta is invertible. That means A is invertible. You want to show that. You want to show that A is invertible. First, you want to find the inverse, right? First, you want to get the inverse of A, right? If the inverse exit, then you can say that T is invertible. The inverse exit, then you can say that T is invertible. You know, and also another thing, suppose you find the rank of that matrix A, that rank should be a 3 cross 3 matrix. Therefore, suppose the rank is 3, then you can say that T is invertible. Suppose rank is 2, it's not invertible. No, you have some theorems, right? Some theorem they can mention. Suppose rank of A, this matrix, say size is 3 cross 3. No, therefore rank of A is 3 means A is invertible. Suppose rank of A less than 3, it's not an invertible matrix. Okay. Okay, now first you want to find the inverse matrix for A, right? Minus 1, 2, 2, 1, minus 1, 4. Sorry, 1 minus 1. Sorry, here only minus 1 term exit. Sorry, here 0. No, here 0. Just wait. Because here only values minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 times 1, 0 times x, 0 times s squared. Therefore, sorry, here you can get the representation matrix of the form, here 0, here also 0. It is your representation matrix. Okay, it is your representation matrix. Now this here 0, here 0, 0 minus 1, here 1 0 0, 0 1 0, 0 0 1. Therefore, you want to find the A inverse here, then you get here A. Do some row operations. R1 here, R1 replaced by, first of all you want to multiply by first row by -1, second row by -1, third row by -1. Then you get, right, then you get is it okay? Now do some row operation again. R1 replaced by 2R1 plus, so 2R2 plus R1. Suppose you multiply here 2, then you add here, then get here 0, right? Here you can get 0. 1, 0, -10, -1, -2, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, -1, -4, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, -1. Okay, 0, 0, -1. Now now for this matrix you do the row operation again, right? You can get here, we want to get here 0 values, therefore you want to multiply row by row 3 by 10, 10, then you add to one first row, then you get R1 plus by 10 R3 plus R1, then you get 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Here you get -1 -2 0, but here suppose you here multiply by R3 by 10 -10 0 0 -10, no, -2 -10 0 -1 -4 0 0 -1. It is your, right, A inverse, that means T of beta inverse. Okay, now you found the T of beta inverse. It is your A inverse, no? A inverse means this T beta over the inverse. You already studied this T beta inverse equal to T inverse beta. These term theorems there, T inverse order by beta. Okay, T inverse beta. Therefore here I3, therefore it is an invertible matrix, therefore this T is invertible. Okay, T is invertible. From the invertible you have this formula, no? From the invertible you have this formula. You have some proofs of the invertible matrix for the representation matrix, then you prove that part. Suppose therefore T is invertible, therefore this T of beta inverse equal T inverse of beta. Therefore this is exit T of beta inverse equal T inverse of beta. Now you want to find the inverse matrix, no? You want to compute the T inverse. Suppose here exit, no? Therefore you want to compute the T inverse. Easy idea for the T inverse, right? Here you can write easily T inverse. Here you are, suppose you get the to take the T mapping from P to real number to P to real number. Therefore T inverse also P to real number. For a T to real number, you take here basis here A naught, A1x, A2 s squared, because polynomial P2, no? A1, sorry, A naught, A1x plus A2 s squared. This one equal to, right? This one equal to T inverse of this one equal to. Now you found the matrix, no? Which matrix? This one. This in, you can put here inverse matrix, -1, minus 2, minus 10, 0, minus 1, minus 4, 0, 0, minus 1. It is your inverse matrix. Therefore, it is your inverse matrix, right? Inverse matrix into variables here, sorry, here your variables a0, a1, a2, right? Then you get the T inverse matrix. It's easy idea, right? To get the T inverse. Suppose you multiply that this part, you get minus a0 to minus 2a1 minus 10a2. Here minus a1 minus 4a2 minus a2. This is the T inverse matrix. Okay, T inverse matrix. T inverse, right? About you can write T inverse of here a0 plus a1x a2 squared. You can write, right? You can write here T inverse also p to real number to p to real number. Then you can write this one your first term. That means minus a0 minus 2a1 minus 10a2 plus this minus a1 minus 4a2 x minus a2 squared, right? Minus a2 squared, right? Minus a2 squared. It is your T inverse. Okay. Okay. It is your T inverse mapping. You can do this question. T is one of the mapping 2 cross 2 matrix real number 4 is defined by T of A equal race of A transform race of elementary matrix EA race of AE. For this matrix, you want to find the T inverse. Here your order basis beta is this matrix, no? You know the form of matrix as beta. Here R4, you know that R4 means that first element 1, other elements are 0. For 4 elements, you know the this order basis, no? 1 0 0 0. First, second 0 1 0 0. Third one 1 0. Last one 1 0. Like this, your order basis. For a here order basis, your matrix 2 cross 2 matrix. Here first 1 0 0 0. This is the first order basis. Second order basis, here 0, here 1, here 0 0. Third one, here 0, here 0 1 0. Fourth one 0, here 1. Therefore these are the order basis, right? To calculate the representation matrix, we will do that part. T of 1 0 0 0, right? Race of A means you want to add these two elements 1. Here race of A ransom means again is A ransom equal to A, because here A 0 again A 0. Therefore T ransom race 1 plus 0 1. Okay, you know EA means for I2 first E means this one 1 0 0 1. I2 your E, and you can multiply here A matrix, right? A matrix, your A matrix is this one, no? 1 0 0 0. But we get sorry, here your I2, yeah, E, EA. What we get? 1 1, okay, 0 0 0 0 0 0. Therefore your race all for the EA also 1, no? It's okay. Yeah, E be the, but sorry, here this invertible matrix they want to keep, no, invertible matrix they want to keep first. What is the form of E, right? Invertible matrix they want to keep first. What is the E matrix of the form? In this question is there, right? I will forget to write. In the question they mention that one. Yeah, E mentioned this one. 0 1 1 0. 0 1 1 0. Then you can get the matrix here 0 0 0 0 0, sorry, 1 0 0 0. Therefore now you what is the race value? 0, no? Race value 0. Similarly you can find the AE matrix, then you know the E matrix, no? Then you can find the AE matrix. Trace means you want to at the diagonal elements here also 0. Now this one you want to write into here R4, no? You can write like this, no? R4 means you already know that R4 you can write like this: 1 into 1 0 0 0, 1 into 0 1 0 0. Is it okay? 0 0, right? Right, okay.